What do you get when you combine the Mafia series with an edgelord's fanfic? You get the darkness. This game is truly something else, and I'm glad I finally played it after all of these years.
Do not interfere. The darkness will prevail.
It's quite possibly one of the most janky, boring, sluggish, unbalanced, and generic experiences of all time. From the terrible shooting to the terrible subway system and overall level design. Not to mention its ugly graphics and art style that makes it hard to see things at times. Man oh man, what a ride of 6 hours was The Darkness on PlayStation 3.
Anyone who says the subway is dangerous never sat in the back of a yellow cab, going the wrong way, at 90 miles an hour, through the Midtown Tunnel, with a guy who can't speak a lick of English, my buddy, Crazy Abdul.
Sadly, you never get to meet this legendary Abdul.
Bullshit!
I never played the first game, just the sequel, cause it was given away one day, and it was really bad. So I wanted to see why people sit there and circle jerk The Darkness 1. Gmanlives and Jarek the Gaming Dragon said it was a good game. Well, they were wrong. Let's get into it.
Did you drive straight? I can't get a beat! I am driving straight! You shoot straight! Like you crazy bastard! You wanna drive Darkness? Where's that guy on the left? I get the one trailing! You missed! Come on, they're gaining on us! Oh, fuck me! Oh shit!
The Darkness is a generic first-person shooter developed by Stars Breeze Studios and published by 2K in the year 2007 for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. In it, you play as Jackie, who works for the Mafia, fucks around, and finds out. Then finds out he's also the host to The Darkness. Now he's on a killing spree. The end.
Through you, I am born. You are nothing but my puppet.
Right away, as you move around, you'll notice how slow you move. No, this isn't a temporary thing, because you got in a car wreck at the beginning of the game. Oh, no. You just naturally move this fucking slow. Now imagine enemies running in, spraying and praying you with shotguns, handguns, revolvers, SMGs, and assault rifles as you attempt to slog your way to a crate to hide behind to only get killed in 1 second. Yep, welcome to The Darkness. I fucking hate this game already.
You got some nerve, kid.
speaking of terrible, let's talk about the shooting. Oh, God, the shooting. Why is it FPS games from this time period had such a problem with making a decent shooter? Even up close weapons feel like they're firing in every direction except where you're aiming at. Like you're the wacky inflatable tube man.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Which is the best way to describe the shooting and accuracy of all weapons in general. Seriously, I hated any moment where guns were being drawn. Up close or far away, enemies can hit you like they're Asian hackers in a COD lobby. But you think you'll be killing everything with ease? Oh, no, 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 no. There's an RNG system in place where enemies can take several revolver rounds up close, or they die in one handgun blast. What kind of logic is this? It don't help you can't aim down sights either for better accuracy. In a first-person shooter, in the year 2007. Oh, that would be too logical for the darkness to pull off. You got dual pistols at first. These look neat, but are about as useful as the knife in Resident Evil 1.
Thanks, Mikey.
Attaboy, Jackie. You look after those pieces and use them well. You know, this looks real bad. Real bad. Now go find out what's going on.
After that, you'll pick up other handguns, revolvers, SMGs, shotguns, and assault rifles, which are all about as accurate as giving a gunpowder rifle to a kid coked up on Monster Energy. All weapons in this game suck, but the handguns are the most reliable till you run out of ammo. Too bad there's no explosive-based weapons or rifles. The powers themselves are not that good, since enemies can charge and kill you so fast. Why even bother with them? Just fire off an entire magazine into the enemies that are so spongy with an RNG system in place to decide how many revolver rounds to the face they can survive while they fire off their handgun like an SMG into you. Yeah, it's one of those kind of games. But the powers themselves are so basic and useless, you'll never really utilize them. The tentacle whip does nothing, and it's only really used to move blockades till you get the black hole ability, which also actually sucks, as enemies can just run away from it and not die. It doesn't kill enemies instantly either. It's basically just to look cool, except that it's not. It's just ass. Then there's the worm mode, where one of the heads will slither around and be used to eat people's faces, much like a Florida man on bath salts. Or they'll be used more so to unlock doors from the other side. Yeah, just look at this gameplay footage. It's this bad. The controls and camera, oh god, nauseating, doesn't even begin to describe it. Sadly, this is one of those you die in 1 second from a random enemy that pops out of nowhere and you don't have the time to react kind of games.
The time the dog has grown.
Got him now! Sure! It's always coming, Jackie.
What the fuck?
Rarely ever does this end well for you. It's almost like a tactical shooter where you're dealing with gunfights, and since the majority of enemies use guns, yeah, it'll be ducking behind cover, shoot the enemy with inaccurate weapons, duck and reload, realizing you're almost out of ammo, to only get the enemy to run up to you and bam, you're dead. Oh, I love this kind of game, especially when it's not a tactical shooter playing like a tactical shooter. Oh, did I forget to mention, I played through this game on casual? Yeah, you die that fast. I don't even want to know how bad it is on hard. Every time you're getting into firefight gauntlets, fighting dozens of enemies through corridor after corridor, be ready to always run out of ammo. Oh god, does that fucking suck, especially because you use dual weapons for handguns, revolvers, and SMGs. So you'll be shooting to only find one of the guns is now empty and only good for melee, but if you try to get up close, they'll kill you. Oh god, I fucking love this game. Most of my time, I relied on the handguns and revolvers because they were so common, therefore more ammo. But the inaccurate weapons leads to you relying on your other guns like the shotgun at times when the shotgun would be useless.
All hands on station! Make ready for immediate departure!
As you play, you'll need to constantly pause the game, otherwise you'll never know what's going on and where to go. There's no text display in game, and even during cutscenes or conversations you'll still need to pull up the bloody menu to figure things out. Even then, it won't always tell you where to go or what to do, so get used to Googling things to only get shafted by the terrible Google results. Yeah, you know it's just Reddit false information for several pages if you use Google for anything these days. You may sometimes come across tiny holes in the ground that light up. These are Darkling spawns, or as I like to call them, Asmongold spawn points.
Yeah, he's right.
You can summon a Darkling from each one to help you. As you progress, you unlock a total of 4. You got Berserker first, who's about as useful as an Amish offering tech support. All he does is stand there and get his ass blasted most of the time. Yet the only time I can recall he ever did anything, it was at the beginning of the game. The second Darkling comes with a Gatling gun.
Feed me.
But usually shoots the ground due to his small size. Yeah, what's even the point of these guys again? Then there's the one that actually does what it's designed to do. This is Asmongold if he worked at a convenience store.
Hello, and what do you want? Infidel, I crash a plane into your mother!
Edgy jokes aside, for an edgy mid-2000s game, the last is the Light Killer. But he just stands there glitching out. Was this game rushed? Why isn't there any patches for it? And you may be wondering, isn't there a progression system? Kind of. If you eat over 100 hearts and progress in the story, you'll unlock new darkness powers. But that's it. There's no way to increase your health or anything of the sort. It wasn't until the Darkness 2 did your powers get better and you unlock new stuff to play with. So enjoy always dying fast in the Darkness 1. Also, eating hearts takes forever and you have to wait until it's done eating to do anything. Fuck off, the Darkness. To use your Darkness abilities, you gotta destroy lights. Otherwise, you play as generic edgelord Jackie, which sucks because without the Darkness, you die even faster. So shoot every single light out you walk by, otherwise the Darkness weakens and retreats. Plus, without the Darkness active at all times, you cannot summon and control Darklings. Starting to notice the problem here? This means non-stop, stop and go, as you just waste your ammo destroying every single light in the game, and yes, there's a shit ton of them. This repetition makes everything worse, honestly not worth it. But in not doing so, good luck getting anywhere, since the Darkness needs to be used for puzzles, and to make sure you die in 2 seconds instead of just 1 second.
You ready for your close-up, Estacado? Gonna be explosive!
Sadly, this game has more problems besides repetition, sluggish movement, and clunky combat. It's a glitch-riddled mess to this day. They never patched this game at all. What a load of bullshit. Here's just 2 glitches I experienced. I'm not making a large montage of them. For one, you need to get power to a pump to drain the sewers, but the Darkling bugged out, so I had to restart, lose progress, and try again several times till he did his motherfucking job. Yeah, fuck you, you Darkling piece of shit. Then there's times where enemies will not die and will attack you forever. Thank God this guy glitched out even more, so he just stood there. But still, be ready for invincible enemies galore throughout your playthrough. This game just has too much padding with long corridors, non-stop combat, puzzles that don't make it obvious on what you're supposed to do till you look it up, like a shitty Valve puzzle, or even the horrible slow movement as you walk all over the place. Hit non-stop loading screens and cutscenes for every single loading screen, hearing the same line of dialogue about Abdul for the millionth time, to only find out you went the wrong way to progress, so you gotta go back. Which brings me to my last complaint before we dive into the plot more. Fuck the subway. And the level design in general, it's all dog shit. Even by the end of the game, you'll get lost non-stop. Hitting more loading screens about Abdul, dealing with respawning enemies and no ammo, slowly trekking around with no sprint or run button, as you just wander around aimlessly trying to figure out where to go, which subway you must be at, which staircase to take, which alleyway to go down. It's all just complete fucking trash.
It sucking fucks, it fucking sucks, it fucking blows, it's a piece of shit, and I don't like it.
Speaking of fucking trash, using Google to look up where to go only gave me completely different results on what I wanted. Also, fuck you, Google. Quit recommending Reddit for every single result for several pages in a row. It's full of misinformation to the point it might as well be owned by CNN.
Based.
You play as Jackie, an edgelord who spends most of his time pirating My Chemical Romance music via Pirate Bay and updating his MySpace page. There's nothing special about him. He's also a simp who loves a generic girl named Penny or something. Who cares? He finds out he's got a special power. Well, besides being an edgelord loser simp, it's called real original and also creative right here, the Darkness. Now he uses it to kill. Lame.
I don't know!
Oh, God.
The whole plot is Jackie screwed up a money collecting job and now Paulie wants him dead, so he sends the cops and construction workers to kill you. Your goal is to kill Paulie for trying to kill you. Yeah, I know, real original and also creative. So enthralling, I'm so intrigued by this fucking plot already.
I've been very, very generous to you, Jackie. In fact, I got a surprise for you. On your birthday. It's in the closet. Have a blast.
The Darkness is some kind of entity that lives through the bloodline of Jackie's family. It appears in the firstborn on their 21st birthday. Why? Who cares? Who knows? It's just a generic darkness that wants to destroy the world and use Jackie as a puppet.
Lame, yes.
Then there's Jenny, the girl we're supposed to care for the 5 minutes she has on the screen.
She reeks of innocence.
Then she dies not even 2 hours later, after one other conversation with her beforehand. Yep, what oh so great writing and pacing. This would be like if you killed Rick Grimes off in the first episode of The Walking Dead.
I take from you.
Jackie, this is not your fault.
Now, you have to get revenge because Simplord_666 is crying about Jenny. Oh no, the poor girl we just met in the first few minutes of the game, and then all of a sudden gets killed, and we're supposed to act like it's the worst thing ever. Oh boo fucking who. So Jackie needs to kill the generic cop guy who's a corrupt piece of shit, ooh, real original right there, and the generic fat mafia guy, ooh, real original right there.
Ah, fuck. The cops.
You literally spend 2 hours trekking through alleyways, subways, and sewers just to get ambushed and lose in the end to the cop. Yep, how fucking stupid. But not as stupid as Jackie, apparently, who thought blowing himself up would be the best course of action.
You know, Estacado, I never did like Paulie Franchetti.
No, stupid puppet.
And that was the second time I died.
After several trips to World War I land, you now deal with Paulie by killing a cargo ship crew who are transporting drugs. Then you gotta deal with a siege at this old woman's house, can't remember her name. All the characters are so generic and stereotypical. Hell, she thinks you being thin is a bad thing and offers you pasta. Every stereotypical white grandma, basically.
You look thin. Have you been eating? You come on inside. Come on. You want some minestrone?
So after all of that, you trek through more alleyways, sluggishly moving to the pier, where you get on a boat with Mario, who took a break from rescuing Peach. Once at Polly's lighthouse/mansion, it's just generic corridor shooting, mostly scripted cutscenes interrupting the flow to make you feel more powerful, but it's just making the game more boring by taking you out of the action.
All control of the prison is mine. The other stuff of nightmare. like the blood, don't you?
Eventually leading to Polly, where you shoot him, he's down, and now you finish him off in a very anticlimactic fashion.
You're a dead man!
Finish him.
Listen, Jackie, I've been thinking. I know this worked out bad for both of us, but this store needs to be rash here. Why don't you fucking listen to me, you piece of shit?
When he dies, I own you. Take his life so that I can take yours.
I mean, you think hard. Don't make a hasty decision. I could do a lot for a guy like you. Estacado, you fucking piece of shit. I hope you rot in hell forever.
Now you are mine. Mine.
As you play, you can do side quests to earn collectibles, or just find papers lying around in levels, usually in hard to spot areas. Once you get these papers, you can call the number on them, go through a bunch of animations and dialogue just to get a new piece of extra content.
Even in darkness, light dawns for the upright, for the gracious and compassionate and righteous man. Psalms 112, verse 4. Hello, my child. You have reached the Trinity Church's answering machine. There's no one in this house of the Lord who can answer your call right now, but have faith. If you...
Now, what the fuck is the extra content, and is it worth it?
No.
Yeah, all it is just concept art and shit. Who the fuck cares? What a waste of time. There's no reason to do side quests. It's just pointless padding. Oh, and no, there's no leveling system, so it's not even just for the XP.
Gay, totally gay.
Honestly, at this point, I'm really concerned in what people see in this edgelord's fanfic of a Mafia game. Clearly, you need to put down the razors and go outside and touch some grass if you like this game. There's more to life than making yourself bleed while blaring Marilyn Manson in your room, lit up only by red candles that you got from Spencer's.
Pointless nostalgia.
This game really has no appeal towards the masses, and that's why there was only ever 2 games with a massive cliffhanger ending. These generic FPS games have no purpose either than to pollute the earth with their plastic cases at your local dump after GameStop got rid of all their games in favor of Funko Pops. For how little longer those will be there as well.
It's funny because it's true.
At the end of the day, The Darkness is easily one of the most overrated, mediocre first-person shooter games ever made. It's clunky, boring, terrible padding, turret sections. The story sucks. The characters are one note. The edgelord protagonist is just appalling. It's just MySpace meets Mafia meets mid-2000s culture. Nothing special, and I'm glad to be done with it. There was a lot of glitches that led to the game not allowing me to progress, and I had to restart losing so much progress. The sluggish movement, the terrible weapon accuracy, always running out of ammo, dying so fast, meanwhile enemies can take several shotgun blasts up close to down. It's truly a janky, terrible game that doesn't deserve a remaster or port. It deserves to be forgotten in the darkness from whence it came.
Now you are mine. Mine.
But hey, sometimes popular YouTubers lie to you about how great something is, and this is one of them. I'll be taking Jarek the Gaming Dragon and Gmanlives less serious for now on. I've gotten burned too many times by them with terrible games they proclaim that are actually good.
Damn it.
Maybe if I was still 15, horny for nothing but emo chicks, and watched South Park religiously, listening to Cradle of Filth again, maybe then the darkness would appeal towards me. But I'm not in the dark phase of my life anymore, so clearly this game has no mass appeal outside of a niche demographic that doesn't exist today.
Emo suck my golf balls.
I'm not sure if I'll ever tackle the sequel. Not after this train wreck. I wasted a little over 6 hours of my life on this game and several days to put this together. I need to find actual good games. But till then, anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.
There's always a little light in the darkness. Didn't I tell you so, sweets?
Jenny?
We get one moment, Jackie. It's all they can allow.
What? Who?
Just one moment. Just to say goodbye.
You were everything to me. And all I ever did was kill you. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
I can't forgive you, Jackie. How can I forgive you when it wasn't your fault? You have to go now.
I don't want to go. I want to stay here with you.
I know.
Am I dreaming?
Yes. You have to wake up now.